Okay, y'all, don't kill me. I know I'm like 6 days late and a dollar short, but I really wasn't feeling good this week. Um, and then plus I got some great news at work, which is neither here nor there. But anyways, spark and tether. Because let me tell y'all, this one was first of all, this reading month has been so weird for me because I'm very much a dark romance reader. Um, but this month I've read like two sci-fi romances and I've read a couple billionaire books. Like this month has been really but it's been really good. I will say that it's been a really good month. Um, every book that I have read this month has been great. Right now, let me tell you about Spark and Tether because y'all, this one was a little different. Right, like in the beginning, I was sitting here like kicking my feet at the relationship. I'm like, oh my god, this is so cute. You know what I'm saying? Like oh, excuse me, I'm like, ooh, he like him. Who they like him? What's gonna happen? Is they really gonna do this? And then, like y'all know me, I'm not a high angst type of person. If things get too long or they just the yearning is too strong and ain't nobody making no moves, I get frustrated. I get um, you know, it kind of turns me off, but not with this one. Like it was like I don't know. The timing in this book was impeccable. You know what I'm saying? I blame it on the whatever you want to blame it on because I like my instant gratification, and this book was giving it to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's around door number two? And she's like, here's door number two. And I was really messing with it. Okay. But then as I'm reading on, because that was like the first third of the book. But then as I'm reading, I'm like, wait, because the first page, pretty much like the prologue or whatever, it was really dark and it was really somber. And then I'm like, wait, but now we sitting here and we're happy and the relationship is flourishing and Sherry and Jen, and excuse me if I say their name wrong because that's how it hit in my head. I love you guys, but that's just how it is. That's how I heard it. Um I'm like, how do we get from point A to point B with this book? Um I don't know. So yes, okay. If y'all see me look down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. Because when I say I was taking notes with this book, I really was. Because first of all, the book was great. The book was. Let's start with that. This book is really great. But then on top of that, the author is a great person as well. So I was like, when I'm reading this art, because the pre-sales are out now. The book isn't out just yet. I'll have the exact date and I'll pin it somewhere down here. But I wanted to make sure I did a very thorough job. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said with Elaborate Lives, I'm new, like I said, like, I, so when these options are given to me, I just want to make sure that I'm doing them right. So I was taking notes. So if you see me looking down, that's why. Okay. But anyway, so I'm continuing reading on and I'm like, how are we getting from bashful, loveful type situation to the dark, somber thing that I read at the beginning, right? And then when things started to turn left, things started to turn left. You know what I'm saying? As I'm reading this, I'm like, this is a sci-fi romance, and then all of a sudden, this is a murder mystery. Like this is the vibes the book is giving. Nobody died. That's not what I'm saying, but like as you're reading it, you know how when you know the feels you get with a murder mystery, like you trying to put clues together, like why, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? But not in a bad way. It's excuse me, a good suspense. You know what I'm saying? Then with that being said, one thing I really did love about the book was the story building. You know what I'm saying? If you've read any sci-fi books, sometimes the author be just throwing out names and places and things, and you be like, what is you even talking about? What does this have to do with anything? But here, she would something would happen, and then she would explain what this was, and then before you got to the next step, this step was explained, or this planet was explained. And that's one thing I really enjoy because once I get lost, I'm lost. I'm done with the book. So this kept me up. I will say that. You know what I'm saying? Also with this book, what I will also say about this book it's like how real this book was. Like I could put my topic down for that because this book was not just some cutesy tootsy sci-fi romance, because you were watching this couple and you saw how this couple built, and how um how relationships change and how trauma can change and build a relationship. This book is about secrets. You know what I'm saying? How people are holding secrets for themselves, or how secrets play a part in the things you do, whether it's good intentioned or bad intention, and how these secrets, go forward. It was a lot of stuff. Like, it was, I was reading this book and I was sitting there, like, it kept me up to like 3 o'clock in the morning. The day that I sat down and was like, Monday night, yes. I sat down and I was like, I'm going to read this book. I'm going to finish it today because, as everybody know, like, I had a lot of stuff going on in my personal life. And I was like, I was reading also, what was the last book I read? Y'all don't judge me. I'm a little behind. But I had to finish that book first, and then when I started reading this one in between reading that one, and so I had to come back and I had to start from the beginning to make sure that I was doing the book justice and whatnot. But when I tell you, hmm, this book, it kind of showcased some things. Like, I felt like the author was writing from a personal experience the way it was going. But only thing I will say about this book is Sasheri, excuse me, would have had the grovel just a little bit more. That's the only problem I have with this book, because at the end, I love a HEA. HEAs are what fuels my dreams, okay? But the fact that when he opened that door, Jim was there and took him back, pissed me off. Because what you finna do is you finna get on your hands and your knees and you finna crawl and you finna beg me to take you back because of how much drama you just put me through. I was in here sick, thinking you was lost, missing, kidnapped, all that stuff. I don't know what's going on. And then you sending these half-ass messages to, I was calling her Paradise. It's I'm not. We gonna call her Party Paradise for the video, but I was calling her Paradise the whole movie, and I want her to have her book as well because I need to know what was going on with her and Boro. That right there is the story that she needs to tell me, because I was invested in her as well. Okay, these characters were like real people to me at this point by the time I finished this book. So, but don't take my word for it, because don't take my word for it. Go and read it for yourself, because I don't know. It was giving me roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when stuff started to go downhill, it was like, you know what? This is what I get for being so happy for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were so happy that they was together, that when stuff started going left, when things went left, baby, that went around the corner. Like, he was deteriorating. You know what I'm saying? And it was just one part in the book, and I said I wasn't gonna do no spoilers for the book or anything like that. I wasn't. I was just gonna do a really vague video, but I'm already at almost 10 minutes. So, but it was this one part in the book where Shasheri, Shasheri and Jen were laying in the bed, kind of talking about stuff that was going on. And he said, and I just laid back on Jen's chest. And, I wonder how long I could keep pretending like I'm okay. And that stuck with me because I'm like, a lot of relationships are really going through that. Like, I don't know. It made it so real. It made the book so real to me personally. Well, because when you sitting there, he was like he and how he felt like he wasn't listened to. You know what I'm saying? He's like when Jen. Okay, so I'm not telling the book. So like when Jen would when he went on his little space travel or whatnot, because I was mad at him at this time because Shasheri thought he really had hit the jackpot. He was like, "This is what happened when you left. I opened this report and this happened, and I went over here." He like that meme with that lady, and then she be having like the little he that's where he was with it. He was so excited. Jen barely walked in the door when he was tackling him down with information, and Jen just was like, "Are you sure? Is that what he like?" Did he like, "No, no, no, I'm not trying to say I'm not listening, whatever." And it pissed me off. Okay? Because I'm like, I'm there with him. You don't know what he been going through in this house while you was gone. You know what I'm saying? It was a mess, y'all. I really was over here fighting for my life for this couple. But yeah. Anyway, 5 stars. you know, yeah, I really enjoyed this book. But yeah, thanks for listening. You guys have a great day.